Computer. All right, here we go. Today is June 30th, 2018. We're going to go over what happened in the past week.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, finally. Yes.
Something was wrong with your
Yeah, I was trying to tell you on chat, it wouldn't let me like unmute myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool. I was talking to myself. Oh, I mean, hang on. All right, so we're going to do peak high and peak low. So on here, um what we like to do is we like to zoom out. This is the 1 hour chart and this is a blank template. Okay? So I zoomed out. We're gonna do the peak highs and peak lows right here. Actually, we're gonna right here is your peak high. Um, so that's whose recorder is that? Okay, that sounded weird. Okay, that's a peak high, peak low. Here's the other one. So this is peak high. This is peak low. Um, we won't do that. If you have any questions, just say something. All right. We're gonna go ahead and just zoom in because so the true peak high, peak low are up here and down here. We're gonna zoom in because you don't really need these. These are too far out. So we're gonna zoom in on this. So we're gonna go about this time frame right here. Clear all drawings. Okay, let's do this again. So your peak highs. This is your peak high, your peak low. This is actually made a new peak low right here, right during the week. So these are important. These are important. Peak highs and peak lows are important because the market makers use this, as you can see right here in this area, when they were pinning this area. That kind of lets you know they're trying to get away from peak low and they went up the other direction. So this is why we draw them out and pinpoint where they're at. Then after that, what I like to do is you're gonna find out the levels on here. We're gonna look at the levels on here. So we're gonna go ahead and clear this out. So this is level 3, right? This is level 1. Um, this gets kind of confused. Lower time frame. This will be level 2.
Leo.
Down here on the bottom is level 3. If you
Leonard.
guys notice again, level 3. Yeah, it's like robotic. You guys can't hear me?
Shoot. Hey, can you unmute Adrian?
Oh, unmute Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian.
Oh, hold on. He just has his hand up. Lower hand. Unmute. Lower hand. All right, is he there? Adrian, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, shoot. You had your hand raised. I thought I unmuted everyone. Sorry. Okay. So you guys remember level 3 is always the longest consolidation. That's how you can tell which one's level 3. Up here, level 3. This was level 1 over here. Usually a long drop, right? You can't really see it, but if you go to the lower time frame, this is actually a level in this area. So this was level 3 down here. And then going up, this looks like, remember in the chats, a stop hunt, right? A stop hunt. They usually do a stop hunt and then they rise to the next level, right? So this is the next level. So this is level 1. The next, and then right after here, you see this was a real huge stop hunt right here, right? So I'm gonna try to color code these so you guys can see them. So this is your stop hunt. This is your stop hunt here. And then it goes up to the next level. So this becomes level 2, right? And then up here is actually your level 3. When we go on the other, so sometimes when they go to level 3, sometimes they get out of there real fast, and then they just drop it. It's just something that you just noticed. Sometimes they won't work it for that long. There's intraday levels too. So right here, this looks like level 1. And they did it really fast too. Look at this. They went to level 2 and they went to level 3 real fast. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then right here, remember we're on an hour time frame, so you can't really see the little small stuff. Oh, right here, this looked like they went to level 1, level 2, and they spiked level 3 real quick. This is really important right here. You see how they spiked right here? You guys see that pin?
Yeah.
Right, there's a pin right here. What they actually try to do is that they try to actually pin. Remember we drew this out as peak high right here, right? This is a new peak high, right? They set the peak, right? This is peak low for the week over here, and this is peak high for the week. Does that make sense? And so what they did was actually pin peak high, right, and went the other direction, right? Usually they're gonna stay away from peak high, and it's usually, let's see how many pips that is. It's probably like right there. Yeah, like about they stay like 47, 50 pips away from it, but this is a good indication that they try to pin and go the other way, trying to stay away from it. So let's go ahead and continue this.
Get him muted.
He got what happened to him? I unmute him.
He's still trying to get unmuted.
Okay, hold on.
Go.
Yeah, are you muting yourself? Hold on. I just unmuted you. Adrian,
Yo.
what's going on?
Yeah, can you hear us? Hello.
Yeah, now I can hear you guys.
Okay, yeah, because you had muted all of us.
No, I muted all. I don't know if it's a button that you guys are touching, but I pressed the unmute all button, and then you guys keep. All right, let me see something. I'll allow participants to unmute themselves. Okay.
There you go.
All right, that's better. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead here. Hey, who's background noise? Just so everyone can hear. If you have any background noise, just. What was that button that you got to press? A space bar or something? If you need to talk?
Yeah, it's a space bar.
All right, if you have background noise, just go ahead and if you press the space bar, you can talk and then let go of it. And then you won't have any of the background noise. All right, so this right here, they went up real quick. This actually looks like everything happened so fast, but it looks like right here that a level. They made a whole level 3 here, and then it's level 1. Someone sounds like a robot. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, some of you guys' audio is not working correctly. Okay. All right. So we went to level 3, level 1, level 2, and then they dropped it all the way down here to level 3. And then they went up here 1, 2, and now we're in level 3. Does it make any sense?
Yeah.
Do you guys understand all that? Easy? Okay, so we figure out the levels, what they did throughout the week, and practice that so we know we're in level 3. And then, so the next thing we'll do is draw the patterns. So what I see, what happened during the week, we started to hear Monday. There's a shoot. Hold on, let me get my triangle too. I actually just fixed this platform. Charts, indicators. If you guys are watching, this is how you like change the tools and stuff. Those are new to the platform. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna use a triangle tool to draw out the patterns. Alright, let's go here on Monday. We started Monday. They dropped it. So it looks like this is what they formed. Oh, hold on. That was the first leg. You guys see that? Second leg. And they actually made a bearish harmonic right there. You guys see that?
Yeah.
So they created a bearish harmonic, and you see that it dropped right here. So I'll put this on a 15-minute because you guys will be able to see the TDI on here too. All right. There's a lot of stuff on here, huh?
Yep.
So these are all new tools that you guys are going to be having for the elite. Only elite members are going to be having these new indicators. So while we're going through this, if you have a question, you don't know which one's which, I can go over with you what they do and stuff. But we'll draw the patterns out here. We were right here. Notice we're on a 15-minute chart. There's more bars, so it's kind of easier to see stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and draw this one out. So there's the bearish harmonic that happened here, and notice that the bearish harmonic, you always want to have your second leg. So this is the first leg that goes down and then comes up, right? This is your middle point. It's gonna look like a W for your bearish harmonic. When you come down here, here's the second leg. It's gonna barely break the first leg, right? When it's forming. And usually the bearish harmonic will try to match the other leg. So it kind of matched it right there. So that's what you guys got to watch out for. All right. So this completes the pattern. It wouldn't complete the pattern, right? It wouldn't complete the pattern if you guys were like right here. You drew this out and it was right there. That's not a bearish harmonic. It's not done yet. So what completes the pattern is when it almost reaches the previous leg right here. Yes, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So right here, you can actually extend this bearish harmonic too. There's actually so right here, they made a bullish harmonic. So when you guys are doing this, right? When you guys are doing this, you'll start to predict the future. But when you see big spikes, right, you want to try to gauge why the heck that happened, right? So you try to see if there was even a pattern that was there. So right here, you see first leg around here. So usually when I do harmonics, what's created here? You guys got that? Right?
Yep.
When you guys see that, I usually draw it from where the level started, right? You don't really have to go all the way down here. So I went from here to here, there to there, and this just caused it to rise, right? And then notice here, when you guys are trying to take this entry, it doesn't really show too much on here, but notice right here, right? When it went down, right? You guys see this? You see this? The peak down here on your TDI, it kind of created a shark fin a little bit right here. So your entry And notice that we're divergent. All right, let's do our divergent. All right, our divergent. Usually you want to draw your divergence from where it's near the Bollinger Band, right? Going up. So you can either draw it here, or I like to draw it like right here. So you guys see how divergent that is? So divergent again means like it's angled up. Oh, I can't draw that. Does that make sense? You guys understand that part? No? Anyone on here that has audio?
You guys hear me? Yo.
Leo, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it will be better to draw the
Oh, Ben, I can't hear you,
No,
Far.
Breaking
Far,
up.
I can't hear you. Far? I can't hear you. Far, your audio's not working right. There you are. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
All right. About the divergence, it will be
Yes.
better to draw it from the lowest from the low of the day, right? From it's
Yeah, you can draw it from the low of the day. See, the low of the day is right here. But usually, once you notice on the TDI, on the TDI, when you guys notice when it comes out of the TDI, that's where I draw a lot of my divergence from.
well, yeah, that's
Yeah, so it kind of creates levels for you. So when it creates the first W over here, right, it'll go up and down, and
yeah,
then
I
when
see
it bounces,
from where you started.
yeah,
One leg
Yeah.
outside the band and the other one inside the band, and then
Yeah.
it crosses.
yeah, exactly. Because when you draw the divergence here, you'll see the RSI coming down, and you see it bounce off of here. So it's,
All right, yeah, I got you.
so it's almost like a trend line. You see that, nice and
Yeah,
straight.
yeah.
So it's easier to catch with that, and if I drew it down here, it's kind of difficult. So I like to draw it from over here, from where it came out of the Bollinger Band.
From outside the band. Okay, all right.
So then when it comes down, you see it bounce right here, right? That divergence. So right here, we are on this one right here, right? We're trying to do, where are we at? Right, the entry right here. We do the bullish pattern right here. So my analogy when you guys are doing where you have your treasure map is finding your levels and finding the harmonic pattern. So once you finish, once you have your treasure map, right, your TDI are your tools to get the treasure, okay? You do not use TDI until you know where you're at on the price action on top. Do not use TDI, just straight TDI and try to trade because it'll mess with you. So you only use TDI when you're ready to take an entry. That's what TDI was made for. It's you to make.
Yeah, that's for entries.
Yeah, it's
Just
only.
to confirm the entry, right?
Yep, it's for your like clean entries. You're gonna catch like the maximum profit on here. So just keep that in mind. So now that I found out, that's how I'm going in the steps. I found my bullish pattern. Now I'm trying to find my entry. All right, notice right here. Notice right here, it bounced down here. Right, look at the RSI went down. We have our divergent line, and it kind of bounced up with it bounced up from that, and then this cross right here is where you want to enter. Right when it closes, remember this, do not take a trade if it's live. Wait till it closes above this, right? So the reason for that, so the reason why you wait for that is because it's like a good trap. So when the RSI actually gets stuck, I mean closes above it, it gets trapped, and now you're good, right? It'll ride this up for you. You wait till it crosses, right? And then you see it go up. Look at this, it went up, right? See that it hit like your 200 EMA up here?
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that? Notice where your liquid 50 is, right? It's almost like 200, right? This is where you want to take your off that and go down. So if you're trying to be on, especially you're gonna use two things. Right here, your liquid 50. You see this shoot up. If you see this on a TDI it breaks the 50 RSI, it's good for you to hold that trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, once it crosses, it's like a confirmation that it will go up.
Yeah. So once this crosses your liquid 50, that's like almost guaranteed, like open water. It's gonna get more profit. But
Right.
if it respects this liquid 50, it's gonna go out, get out of your trade, right? Right, get out of your trade. All right. So
Because it's actually like a W, right? So it will be the second leg. If it's respected the previous low,
yeah,
then and then crosses the liquid the 50, then
yeah,
it's another confirmation that it's gonna rise, right?
yes.
All right.
Notice, guys. Also notice, right? Look at the RSI. Look where we're at right now. You see this RSI? It's kind of light gray in the back. You guys see this? So this is your 70 right here, like a pink,
50.
and then you have the 50 down here. This is a perfect entry because we're right at the 50, and we are divergent to go up. Right? That's like a lot of confirmation. Right? Anything above the 50 is an uptrend. Anything below the 50 is a downtrend, right? So you see this, it broke the 50 and it's going up. You're divergent. This is a good entry right here. Look, you would have cut all those pips right there. That's when it went up. Like, how many pips did that go up? That was a big move they did that other day.
80.
Yeah, they went up 80 pips. You would have
80.
caught that. You would have caught that.
That was a lot.
Yeah, right. So that's why you use all your tools. Here's your divergent above the 50. You guys would have caught that. And usually you always want to catch the bounce. You catch the bounce, you get a lot of profit right there. Now, when do I get out? Right? When the heck do I get out? Right? I use the TDI and the Bollinger Bands when to get out. Right? If it comes over here and hits the Bollinger Band, right, it's gonna peak up there. I mean, this is overbought and oversold. You know they have to turn to gauge. You can write it, but move your take profit with it. I mean your stop loss. If you want to write it, just move your stop loss with it. But you never know what they're gonna do here, and then drop it. So it's kind of you kind of have to justify what it's doing. This right here, you can't judge what it's gonna do right here, right? And then you can write it, and then when it's about to turn, usually if you notice when it crosses the red, right here, you see the blood in the water. You can get out of your trade, right? But this is actually another entry. You notice that? So we went out of the Bollinger Band and it crossed. We're actually at another entry. We're actually at another entry for a sell right here. You see that? Right? If you took your sell right here, right? Look how the RSI. Remember I told you about the EMA being trapped. If it gets trapped in here, look, it won't go past the EMA. It gets trapped in there. You see that? They'll start using the red EMA, which is we call blood in the water. It starts to bounce off of that. It uses that as a support, push itself down. You guys see that?
Yo,
So if you utilize that, you can get more profits as long as it respects it, right? But once it crosses it, just take your profit. Once it crosses, take your profit. But if you see it like looks like they're gonna bounce, they actually created another M right here. Look, they created like a first leg, second leg, and just took it down even more. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Alright. Does that make sense, you guys? Right. For
Yeah.
this
Easy.
right? So for this entry right here, so if you wanted to take this entry right here, they created a big, huge bullish pattern, a really pretty big one. It started from here, right, and then it actually went all the way up here. You guys see that? You see that bearish harmonic?
Yeah.
Right. Look, it almost meets the first leg. Almost meets the first leg over here, right? That's a pretty good bearish pattern. And look what it did. That's when you're like, okay, I'm gonna look on my TDI. There's my entry. Bam. Take my sell. Take this down. Right. Take it down right here. I would have got out right here. Bounce up here. Right when it crosses this, get out of your trade. You don't know if that's gonna keep going up. You don't know they're gonna do this. Right? That's the safest bet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move forward. Look, we're only on Monday. Could have got a lot of profit just by doing patterns. And then here we are on Tuesday. Let's go Tuesday. Let's extend this more so you guys can kind of see it better. All right. Right here, this up move right here, right? You guys see the pattern? You guys see a bullish pattern that makes this go up? Right? When you start drawing these out, you guys can see it. Here, here. I still see my screen?
Yeah, still see it.
I can see it.
Okay. You guys see the bullish pattern? So right here, I created you know, look at that. It went down, bullish pattern. Went down, look, it almost meets this leg. Almost, right? It doesn't have to meet it. Usually they won't try to meet it. They'll try to stay away from it a little bit so it goes the other way. And then you look at your TDI for your entries right here, right? Look, it came out of the Bollinger Band, and then you wait for it to cross. And notice the second leg actually bounces off right here. You guys see that? Let's go. So right here, you guys see that? That's your first leg. And then it got trapped inside, created the second leg, and use the blood in the water to as a support. You see that?
Yep.
So it got trapped in there, and your second leg wrote it. You see, it doesn't want. Like I told you guys, it gets stuck in there. It gets trapped. Once it gets past there, it gets trapped. It's very hard for it to come back down.
Once they respect it, it's like a confirmation that it will be valid.
Yep,
Yo,
it's like right.
Ben,
Yeah, you guys' audio. I don't know, like whoever's audio.
It's Adrian.
Okay. Go ahead.
I got bad reception in my shop. I got a bunch of steel beams up in here.
Oh, okay, got you. Maybe you can use the chat. Use the chat if you got a question.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
So right here, it bounced up. Look at it. It crossed. You could have got more profit. It crossed your liquid 50, right? And that's like right here. You got more profit, right? Went up, and then you could have got out right here. Just get out because you don't know if this is going to continue down. And then you could have waited right here if you could have got out and ever respected. Look at this. We can draw our out our divergence, right? Remember I said draw divergence from when it comes out of the Bollinger Band, right? You can draw your divergence. Oh wow. Draw your divergence from here, and then you see it bounce off here, off the liquid 50. You see that? Right, and then on the price action, your divergence is right here to here. Right, so you could have caught this bounce for another more profit right here, right? Bounce off your liquid 50, and it's divergent. You could have took that right here, bounce, go up, and then you see here at the Bollinger Bands, just take your profit, right? They actually created a big M. It created a big M to make it drop hard. Look at that. Look at the drop. That's a far drop. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Right? So when you guys see that, when you see like big W's and big M's, be very, it'll try. If you see this happening, look like they're gonna drop pretty hard on you. It's just a huge M. You see how powerful it is? It just broke that liquid 50. And also there's a bearish pattern within this too. Let me draw the bearish pattern. You got a bearish pattern right here. Oh, shoot. I gotta go closer on this. Hold on. Let me see. Oh no, it's actually like right here. Hold on, I'm gonna clear the chart. It's getting too ugly. Where are we at? I'm gonna have to try to fix this because you guys are. Okay, let's get back to it. So right here, where are we at? Tuesday. We're on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're on Tuesday, so that pattern was actually right here. You guys see that? made a bearish pattern right there. Perfect one. And then it dropped, made that M right here, and then dropped. This is a bearish pattern here too. Kind of an ugly bearish, but still a bearish. You see that? You got your first leg over here, second leg, and then you look at your TDI. You can look at TDI for your entry. Clear. I gotta fix this lighting. You would wait for your entry until it crosses your. So look at, you kind of had to wait. You want to wait for your cross because on second leg, sometimes it'll bounce off you and you just screwed yourself. So you always wait till it crosses. That's the number one rule. Take your cross, and then you get a little bit of pips. It passed it. Use the liquid 50 as a support, and brought itself lower. This is a very strong bearish pattern, right? Remember what I said, the stronger the pattern, the bigger the move. Look how this kept on going down. Look at this. This strong bearish pattern made it go down. There's actually a bigger pattern within this. Look at this pattern right here. This is strong bearish. You guys see that? So that strong bearish harmonic made it go down. So we can keep on going over here. There's just a lot of patterns, just like, right? So we're gonna go back further, right? And notice the pattern they have here. They created a big bullish pattern, a big bullish harmonic pattern. That made this go up. You see that? So I believe this is going to continue up
Until it forms another pattern.
Yeah, but the pattern I see here, what they're trying to create is this right here. It'll end up, the pattern I see that's being created here, is, it's kind of low. It's kind of, they're almost there. So I believe it'll try right here. It's going to try to go all the way up to this sweet spot right here. You see this line back here? Or it can actually reverse right now because it's respecting previous high. You guys got that? So this is, your red suns are your peak highs. Notice that it's respecting the peak high. It's respecting the peak high. And we are...
Pretty much when both legs hit the same high.
Yep.
And if it starts dropping, then the real move is that it's going to be dropping right constant. It's going to keep on dropping.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So over here, look, you can see this was your third level. Hold on. Come on. So down here, this is your third level, right? It went up 1, 2, and now it's going to create the third level right here. Right? Notice that it's already respecting the previous high. So it'll create a W. This will create a W. You wait, right? This will actually, to me, what this looks like it'll create is this right here. I already reached the bottom peak. Probably go like that. Pattern for it to drop. So you're gonna try to see, you're gonna try to look for like a W pattern up top. That's kind of narrow. But you'll see a bearish harmonic being created. Does that make sense?
Yeah, once that bearish harmonic gets created, then it means that it'll continually start dropping.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And what they like to do is create a big you got to watch what they do on Sunday. If they create a really big bearish harmonic, then this will, they want it to drop. They want this to continue to drop. It'll go down here. But that's what I see happening. Because there's a big bearish harmonic that happened right here. Up, down, up. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Right? But they can always break this, right? If they there's two options. They can either respect this or keep going up. Right? If they keep going up, right? It's always behavior, right? Huge bearish harmonic if they wanted. Look at this. You see that right here? You guys see that? So you wanna be careful. They might try to trick us and do a reset. You guys know what a reset is? You guys understand what a reset is?
Is when it resets the levels?
Yeah, it'll reset the level. If we go.
Pretty much it start blank. Pretty much, if it's on the third level, like you don't even count those no more. They can go another 3 levels up.
Yep,
right.
Exactly. So what can happen is that they try to create the third level. Well, this 200 EMA has to catch up. They usually do a reset off the 200 EMA, right? So we have to have the 200 EMA be around here, and it's going to use it to bounce off of it. So
pretty much it won't break it. It will just pin on it, and then it'll just bounce up.
Yeah. So if this is right here, right? If this is right here and it starts to create, it does this, right? It does this, see, right? It should drop another 3 levels, right? Keep continuing up.
Pretty much they'll respect that EMA. Like it won't break it. It'll respect it. Exactly. And it'll just keep on going up.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So a reset will be a reset means it resets your levels. Forget about third level. Now it's going to go up another 3. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's why we watch the behavior. If they respect this that's why usually on Sunday to Monday you see what they do. Don't try to trade because you can if this will set up for the week. That's why you have this right here. If you notice this on the new platform on Monday, right? These lines right here are cycle levels. You see this black line? Right? They'll create a cycle level, psych high and psych low, and market makers will use that line throughout the week. Look how they respected it. They'll work it. You see that? Look, and they went back right at it, and they're bouncing off of it. Makers are trying to set up for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they can fake you out and go the other way, and you just screwed yourself. So see what they do on. You can see what they do. And then becomes easy after that. Let them set the table. They set the table, and then when they move, you move, right? You don't make the move first. That was really long on GJ, but you guys understand GJ? UJ's probably the same way. We'll do UJ We'll do UJ. It looks like they already created a big. They created their big. So, fractional disparity, right? We talked a little bit about it on the chat, right? Right. So that's why you use DJ and UJ to compare, actually, right? I gave you 2 options. It'll continue up. UJ. What does UJ look like it's gonna do? UJ actually looks like it's gonna drop because you have this huge. You got a huge bearish pattern right here. You know what I mean? See that?
Yep.
And if I try to scroll out, it doesn't look like it's gonna, right? It,
Like a perfect one right there. Perfect pattern.
yeah, perfect for it to drop. So that's why this is called fractional disparity. Use the other pairs to predict the other one too.
That's why, like you said, you don't want to trade Sunday. Just wait until they make a move. That way you can for sure your trade.
Exactly. So if you know they're going down, that means we're going to be on a sell the whole week, right? You can tell this is going to be a sell the whole week. So you're going to look for patterns and confirmation for it to drop. That's why you go back and you try to figure out what the bigger, right? You want to figure out what the bigger picture is, not just the smaller, what the bigger picture is.
And then, like once you know that, like let's say the market is gonna start going down. Once you know you're gonna have a bearish week, you could actually put in a trade from where it starts dropping, but a small lot size, right?
Yeah, you can put a small lot size, and if you're that type of trader, I'm not that type of trader. You can, if you want, you can practice on a demo and see what it does. But I don't like doing that. I just like getting my money out. But you can. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that long trade. Same pattern. So Monday, right? Usually when they create like a big, there's a bullish pattern in there. I mean a bearish. Once you guys see that, right? When you see a big up like that, you're gonna see a bearish. That's like almost 100% of the time. You see that?
Yeah.
So we have another pattern within that.
So like pattern over pattern, pretty much, right?
Exactly. So right here, 15-minute
You
show.
could probably use that as a double confirmation that it's gonna drop, right? But like you said, you want to wait for the real move.
Yep. So again, right here, let's draw that bullish, that bearish again. So it's clear. See that? That's a nice bearish pattern they did. And it's already, the red suns kind of tell you that it reached its high, right? Made a new high. And look over here on the new platform, right? It's near the ADR high, and it's near your sweet spot. Sweet spots, they like to work. So they'll respect the sweet spot and then drop down to like the next sweep. And for the new guy, when you guys get the new, whoever has a indicator tells you that it's going to drop. If you see a red triangle, just it's another confirmation that it might be a downtrend. And then it'll go to another triangle. A blue one is for a rise. The red ones are for a drop. And if you go back, you'll see them, right? You got these right here. Make sense?
Yeah.
So to me, it looks like this is going to be a bearish. Going to be a bearish weekend drop. But we'll see what they do. I don't see them creating, or they could create this too, just like the other one. This one right here. This is not really valid because that second leg really, oh shoot, that's not it. I kind of like it when this part is lower. That's a stronger one. I don't like it when it's half. Does it make sense? I don't like that.
Yeah, for a better pattern confirmation, like
Yeah.
it's better if it closes.
Yeah, it feels like
almost at the same as the other leg, right?
Exactly. If this one was like right here,
it would have been a stronger one.
That's a stronger pattern pattern to me than this is.
Yeah.
All right, so that looks like so that's GJ. So we analyze GJ. Let's see what AU is gonna do. AU 1 hour chart. One hour chart. Oh, here, 1 hour. LF blank days. So I like to use a blank one to draw patterns. It's more clear. Clear all drawings. it's a lot clearer to see when you zoom out, see what's going on. Look at these big patterns. Look at this big bearish pattern right here. You guys see that?
Yeah.
And it dropped it. It's crazy. So in here, where we're at right now.
Right there, it could drop, and then it can. I said, like right there.
Yeah, you sound robotic. I don't know what happened. Might have lost reception. And then,
Yo.
yeah, okay, I hear you.
Yeah, I said like right there where you draw the first pattern, you could use as like that. I was gonna say you could use as the first leg and then wait until the other one finishes up.
Yeah, you always want to wait till your pattern finishes up. Don't even guess that this is gonna go up. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna take a bite because I know it's gonna go here. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. You wait till the pattern forms, then you take your entry. Don't try to guess it that it's gonna continue up because it can screw you and then go the other way, and it didn't finish that pattern. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So right here, what I see right now is created this bearish pattern. So all of my UJ, GJ, and AU, they all look like they have created the bearish pattern for a drop, right?
Yes.
So that's what that's what we analyze here, that watch out for the drop. And it looks like it's on its third level for all of them. All of them look like they're on their third level to where am I at? So you got your third level, your third level, your first level, right? It's kind of like an ugly first level, but that's still your first level. It actually worked the first level. This whole area looks like they worked the first level right here, because this was the third level, because you can see the W right here. And then they rose it to the second level. They did a big stop hunt right here. Big, huge stop hunt to make it rise to the third level. See how ugly they make it? It's not always perfect. The stop hunt is what the stop hunt gives you clues of where they're at. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. If you guys want to go over anything else. You guys, anything else during the week you guys got confused about?
I wanted to ask you about how to place multiple stop losses or multiple trades at lot.
Say that again?
The stop losses, how to place multiple stop losses at one time when you're in multiple contracts.
Oh, multiple contracts. We'll go over that. I'll create something for you guys, but that's actually that's called scripts. Your scripts, you got to create the scripts. It's almost like when you're creating the scripts, it's almost like it's a lot of computer stuff. You're programming it to do that. I forgot where it was, but it was called scripts. And you actually have to toolbars, market watch, data. I'll create something for you guys next time to create that.
Sounds good, brother.
But that's like a long thing. That's a long thing to go over how to create that.
That's perfect, man.
But what it does is allows you to do like multiple whatever you want to do with the scripts. You can like stop everything at once if you wanted. You can create your stop losses with it. Like once you put an entry, it'll automatically put a stop loss. So you don't have to do it yourself. Um, that's it. Any other pairs you guys want to go over? I really like, well, what LOF does, they only look at GJ, UJ, and AU. The reason why is because if you understand GJ is one of the pairs that get paid. You put out more. GJ gets paid the most. You get paid the most.
You said GJ, right?
Yeah, GJ. So the other pairs, even though you see it there, you would rather put more money into GJ than you do the other pairs because you don't get paid as much.
Do you recommend sticking with the 3 pairs that we trade, or?
Yeah, you kind of, because if you guys notice, every pair has its own characteristics, right?
Yeah.
They all have their own. They all act different. Like the euro moves really slow. It's not as volatile as the GJ, right? UJ is kind of volatile too, but see, look, if you look at
Yeah, because that's true. Like pretty much what it's GJ and UJ whenever they make a move, like they'll move quick, right?
yeah, they make bigger moves, bigger swings,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
and you get more profit out of it. So you can do the other pairs like EJ. They're cross disparity pairs too. You'll see the pattern there, but you can do what you want. It's just it's easier when you just do 3 pairs because you're not as confused. You know what I mean? That means you got to keep track of like multiple pairs. You're like, oh shoot, no, that was actually on UJ that had that pattern.
Yeah, that's true.
So
You could probably just trade the other pairs, and like if
you can use them as practice. They're good to
yes, practice, and if you don't see a pattern still formed on like UJ or GJ,
yeah.
you could probably just go like to another pair and try to find a trade.
Yeah. When you start getting really good, then you guys can start doing that. Right? But I rather put more money than GJ than I do on if I see a pattern on GJ, I put all my money. I would rather put money in GJ than I do with EU. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Because you only have so much equity, right? Why would I want to try to invest my money in something I won't get a lot back in return?
Into a smaller move.
Yep. You guys notice that when you guys do your things, you're like, damn, I only made that much off that move. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's up to you guys. That's just what, that's what I mastered GJ and UJ. And that's what Berto teaches too. So it's kind of easier to, there's a reason why he trades it.
Really liking EU.
What's that?
I've been really loving EU, Euro USD.
Yeah. EU is really easy to trade.
Yeah, I feel it real good.
Yeah.
That's true. I made a lot of money on that one this week.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So it's up to you. It's what you guys. You can use the thing on everything. You use the strategy on anything that you want. That's the beauty of it. Use it on anything you want. Gold, commodities, silver. The strategy works for everything.
Gold and silver too. That's good.
Yeah, all your commodities, whatever you can trade, they all do. Even Bitcoin. You can even analyze the Bitcoin.
So pretty much all the cryptos.
Yeah, you can analyze it. Anything that has a market, you can analyze it. Go take a look at it. You'll be like, oh shoot, it's the same thing. Because I want to see, look, what was this one? I think this is, why is it doing that? Yeah, open order. See, energies, metals. I don't know why the Bitcoin's not on here. It's crazy. The Bitcoin's not on here. energy.
Leonard, when will we have access to the new platform? Is it going to be by this week?
What's that?
When will we have access to the new platform? Is it going to be this week for sure, or by Sunday?
Alberto's trying to finish everything up for Elite, create the package, and then I'll start releasing it to you guys.
So are the prices gonna go up on the?
Yeah, there's gonna be the guys that are already in here. We're trying to create something for you guys, but it's another package, so it's another price. Because what's included in this package is these webinars, right? These webinars and the interaction that we have in Elite, and then new indicators. The other packages won't have the indicators.
So pretty much, okay, I get it. So pretty much, like you said, the people that are in Elite, you're creating like a package like for the people that is in that group, right?
Yeah, so we're trying to, the guys that are already almost like grandfathered in, we're trying to see what we can do for you guys. But it is it's another package, so there's gonna be some type of payment. I hate to bring that up, but that's what it is. You guys have any other questions on this? No other questions on this?
I'm good, my brother.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good as well. I'm good. You gotta start trading now live, cause.
All right, let's end.